Kia ora. No mai harawai to my number 15 live broadcast. And this is Bex from New Zealand coming your way tonight. Um, we had a nice day today, but not as nice as it could be. But I guess that's the way it is at the moment. Now, before we go into anything, um, just a couple of things that I just want to bring up. And as regarding, well, the September cruise is over. If anyone is still trying to get there, it's over now. And I haven't seen the results and the outcome. So just keep tuning into the Crinkle back office and the cruise competition tab. Okay. Now, I just want to go over my last topic in my last broadcast, and that was about the Rapid Rewards, which is the 24/48 plan that's now in progress, and the new cookies and how it all works. Now, as I stated in that broadcast, I was not really sure about some of the aspects shown in that for their video and broadcast. So I have since had verification and confirmation of what I had doubts about. Okay, so I'm just going to go over and share my page with you. Share it to everyone. Okay, I hope you can all see that. And also, no mai to all those or anybody watching the broadcast. Okay? I appreciate your support. Thank you. Right, now we're looking at this. And remember it said at the beginning that this cookie rewards was rewarding our newest members. Then I went down the page and it says down here, if you have already earned some cookie rewards and have passed through a redemption period, then you have plenty of TBC crinkles in your wallet, right? This growth will lead to purchases, and the faster this grows below you, the more you will earn by selling them at least $100 worth of crinkle. So, let's go back to this you person. Now, even a lot of other people were confused about this or weren't quite sure as to whether they were right or whether they were wrong about it. But anyway, I had my doubts, so I sought the answers and got confirmation. Now, the you person is not you if you are already a paid up member in TBC. Okay? So, you is not you. You is the new person you sponsor into TBC as of now. And then you have 24 hours to sign up two more people, like the person you bring into this has to then go and find two more people within the 24 hours. Then those two people need in the next 24 hours, following this first 24 hours, with total 48 hours, have to go out and find their two people each. So you as the sponsor are above you up here. Okay? You are not this person here. So make sure you clarify that because a lot of people still get their words all tangled up and twisted around and say you are, are to go out and find two to sponsor. No, you up above get you underneath to go out and get two underneath them. And then you've got four. Okay? So that's all within 48 hours. Now, just looking at it, in New Zealand, that is 7 people that need to be sought within a 48-hour radius. 7 people. Now, you, as the person who sponsored this you in red, will gain $100 worth of Kringles from this person and will partner with the rest who pay $100 worth of Kringles. Okay? But in fact, they only pay half because they're partnering with you on this. I hope no one's lost here. Yes? No? Because that's how it works. These people in here, well, actually everyone in that matrix of 7 are expected to pay $100 worth of Kringles or buy $100 worth of Kringles. Now, none of them will have enough Pringles in their wallets. Okay? To be able to do the whole 100 through that person there. Now, this you is going to have to pay the full $100 because he's not partnering with you. You have sponsored him, so he pays the full $100. Whereas when these ones come in, they can become partners to you, the sponsor, because you will be able to help them in a partnership relation. Okay? So that's that query. I want to know the query about how this works confirmed. So if you need that clarified, just send me a PM or a text, whatever, and I will go through it again with you. Okay? Right. That is the 24/7 rapid reward system that is now in place. And when you look at it, you know, that's 7 people, one hit in a matter of 48 hours. That is an excellent way of growing TBC because that's what it's all about, the growth of TBC. Not about, for us oldies, it's not about the cookie reward because these people here will gain the cookies. Especially these 3 here. The top one, if this line is filled within the 48 hours, will get the 110 million cookies. These two here will get 10 million cookies because they bought 2 in, and you had bought 2 in. Oh, he had bought 2 in, sorry. All right. So this line and that line get paid up to there, and he gets rewarded, and so do everyone else who duplicates all the way down to wherever they stop. Because you're really just doing the duplication of 3 people all the way through. Okay, now this one here will go out and get 2. This one here will go out and get 2, and so on and so on. So you will have a total of 8 people underneath these 4. So when you add that up, 8 and 4 is 12, 14, 15 people. All within 96 hours? That's right, eh? 96 hours, you have that many people in one leg. That's phenomenal. And you just got to look at the amount of cookies, rewards, that are going up the scale to this guy. Okay? So, if you understand that, fine. If you don't, PM me, text me, or get hold of me. Anyway, all right? So that tidies it up. Now, the next thing is the document. Now, we'll go over to the document, and I'm going to read this, but I'm only going to go as far as I can, which is in the next 15 minutes. So I don't think I'm going to cover 7 pages, but wherever I end, the next broadcast, which follows at 9:30, is Keith's broadcast, and he will continue on from where I have left off. Okay? Now, we will keep doing this until everybody is clear, and we are as clear as they are on the whole matter. Why it's necessary to have the private society for Kringle. Because I know it's important to have it. But I think if the documents are so long, well, this document is so long, I said it needs to be broken down where people can understand it. Okay, so it's just a matter of, at this stage, going through and reading it word for word, and then giving our own quarter to it when we've done the whole thing through. Okay, we'll bring it back as a discussion and comb through every detail that's in it. Right? Okay. Kringle Private Society, the Billion Coin. A global sharing and eliminatory society? Wow, what a big flash word. Public announcement, October 1st, 2018. Now, it's going up. This public announcement is directed to the current members of the Worldwide Private Society that has been known since March 2016 as the Billion Coin, or TBC, as well as to all parties, both public and private, who may have an interest in this information. Because you do know that we are private. So that's pretty interesting. The intent of this announcement is to inform our members of important changes and refinement to our structure that are being implemented at this time to better serve our members and more accurately portray the nature and character of our society. Our private membership association and our global mission. This is being undertaken to better define exactly what our society and membership community is and has always been since our inception. These changes and refinements are a result of further research and investigation into the necessary compliance requirements of the global system. This relates to laws pertaining to monetary systems, public versus private currencies, and other matters. Wow, that's a whole lot of people involved there. We have always, since the beginning, directed our efforts in creating the billion coin to be in full compliance with all laws and jurisdictions, while at the same time providing the solutions we have developed to relieve global poverty for all people in this world. With our new research and investigation, we have determined that certain use of language was misleading or potentially able to be misconstrued. Therefore, the time for clarity and precision is now upon us as a community. Certain foundational components of our private society and membership association were inferred, but not necessarily precisely conveyed with our choice of language and presentation. Thus, we now see that we must correct previous errors and mistakes, whether done by commission or omission, and more properly present to our membership and the world at large what exactly we are and what we are not. In this regard, pursuant to this announcement, we wish to define these fundamental points and principles to achieve clarity for all concerned. These points are as follows. Page 1 of 7. The TBC community has founded as a private society and a private contract association and continues as such to this day. It will always be defined exactly by these two phrases. A private society is not incorporated in any jurisdiction and is established upon the right of all people to have and express the paramount right of self-determination and private association. As an unincorporated body politic, we do not derive our existence from an external authorization by the will and intent of the members of the society. At the same time, we honour and respect the laws of all nations and do not encourage any member to do otherwise. It is of the highest importance in our principles of association that we remain in honour and peace with all people and all nations. Our society is founded upon a mission purpose with stated principles. This mission purpose will soon be formally defined in a published mission statement, while at the same time, since our inception, we have put forward the principles that in fact define our mission and purpose in various written presentations, both public and private. The mission and principles are simple and pure. We are here to provide the people of the world a tool to alleviate all poverty and suffering for all people. This tool puts into the hands of the people the right of self-empowerment, A private contract association is a group of people who come together to form a mutual basis of association, a mutual benefit society in which all benefit from the structure, tools, and principles of the society accrue to and are shared by all the members. A private society, a private contract association, styled as a mutual benefit society, is not owned by any individual. They exist by the will of the members and are established on the basis of privately contracting to an agreed upon set of rules and activities. These rules have already been made clear since our beginning as to what is required to be a member of our society and association in good standing. As a member in good standing, one has the benefit of using the bullion coin and the crinkle currency as the private medium of exchange. One of our mistakes was naming this currency as a form of money, which we now realize is not accurate, and this will soon be corrected. The term money carries certain legal definitions and implications. Thus, by this announcement, we are making it clear that any and all use of terms such as money, dollar, euro, or other similar words and references was done in error and mistake. We therefore hereby issue our formal apology and declaration of intent to correct such mistakes forthwith and with the utmost expediency possible. TBC and Kringle are not commercial instruments or negotiable paper as those terms are defined in domestic and international legal systems. Any implications, inference, or aspirations to the contrary were done in error, and again we apologize for any misunderstanding or confusion caused by our inaccurate use of language, all of which will soon be corrected on our websites and any other materials available, either public or private. TBC and Kringle are not in any way a security instrument. They do not secure any interest in any intrinsic value, commodity, asset, or account. They are a privately issued medium of exchange available only to members of a private mission society and private contract association. Pursuant to and according to its private rules of membership and participation, the inherent value that they represent is only the life force and spiritual value of our private society members. We are a global sharing and what are that eliminatory society. The sharing is derived by the private contract agreement to share our value and life force with each other for mutual support and benefit. TBC and Kringle are a private currency, which means it is designed to flow through a channel much like as a river has a current and flows through its course, or electricity has a current that flows through wires that provide the value of kinetic work to light our homes and run our factories. We share the common purpose and value of using our life force as a current that flows through the course of our system, which is made up of living men, women, and children. Eleemosynary means charitable. Oh, okay. So, terrible, and we define our society as such because we believe in the true charity of kindness, giving, caring, and supporting lives of integrity and respect. As we all work together to build this global community, we are providing true giving and sharing for all who participate. Any use or reference to commercial terms or comparative value ratios against national currencies or precious metals is only for comparative purposes and does not impute any direct or secured relationship to such instruments or assets. Well, any misconstruction of this in the past was done by mistake and error, for which is apologise and shall rapidly correct as stated herein. Any reference that TBC or crinkle is a medium of investment is entirely inaccurate. And once again, any language in previous materials, websites, or presentations that may have engendered such mistaken inferences shall be corrected. Any statement that our private medium of exchange carried fungible potential with public currencies was never inferred or intended. Henceforth, we shall use the formal names of our organisation as the Kringle Private Society and the TBC Private Contract Association. Our mission statement and related material to this effect will be forthcoming and made available to the public via our two official websites. We do not accept any misconstruction of our society, purpose, principle, or association that might be found on any other public medium. That is YouTube, social media platforms like Facebook, individual websites only. Formally authorized materials shall henceforth be considered acceptable to represent these entities, and such materials will always be issued under the formal seal of the Society, which is currently being developed and will soon be announced on our website. Now, that is where I had to leave it. Sorry, folks. But that is page 3 we are up to. Key will continue in his broadcast and take you from there, hopefully, to page 7. Okay, so thanks for joining me tonight on my broadcast, and I hope to get back to you the next time with more information regarding this society. Okay, so noho ora koutou and ka kite. Now, I've got to go out of this. Yep, I'm out. Am I out of it?
I'm in line, man.
Okay.
Tēnā koutou. Mai hara mai.